We are live. Oh my goodness. It isn't easy to get us together in one room. And we're giggling a little bit because we come flying in at the last minute. What makes this even more special in my mind is that we're always talking about healthy, happy, healed humans. Whether it's my business or Anna's with the Wellness Universe or Carolyn's with her Sacred Haven Living, that's really at the core of what we do. Would you all agree, ladies?
Absolutely.
And yet, how we offer that, how we package that, how we bring the visibility, platform, and connection, which is the name of this conversation today, is unique. But today we're going to talk about really why it matters and what we've learned through our journeys as entrepreneurs. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what we're creating together. So let me go ahead and introduce myself and then introduce my guests. If you're watching this, I would love for you to shout out so that we can actually see who's watching. But my name is Debbie Prediger, and I am not only the host of the Be Extraordinary Women's Network show, I am also the founder of the Shine Circle, and I am proud to say that I am also an owner of the Wellness Universe, alongside of Anna, the founder, and Carolyn McGee is also an owner. Anna, I'd love for you to go ahead and introduce yourself from that perspective of who is Anna in her heart.
Thank you, Debbie. And I just want to say thank you again for creating this platform and allowing us to all chat. And I'm really I want to say, first of all, which is a reflection of who I am and how I operate in my operating systems, is I'm really blessed to be able to have a conversation with you ladies. Like, knowing you both so intimately and considering you friends of mine, as well as business peers, associates, confidants, and owners in the wellness universe. I just love that we're having this conversation. I hope that we inspire. Really, one of the things I wanted to bring to the table, to inspire other women to really work together, because we find that that's one of the hurdles sometimes, is women working together to achieve common goals and everything to go smoothly. So with that, I just want to say thank you. So my name is Anna Pereira. As Debbie mentioned, I'm the CEO and the founder of the Wellness Universe, and the Wellness Universe is a community. And I want to really drill that home. We are a community of practitioners, people who are making the world a better place, entrepreneurs, business-minded business owners who truly put their heart and soul into what they do. And I'm really proud and honored that we're like in our 12th year of operation, that we've attracted people who are really moving the needle in their own way, and also are a peer-to-peer support group as a network where we all feel like we're part of the family. And all together, we create amazing things like book series, #1 self-care bestsellers. We do SoulTreat, our signature live retreat in person. We have online classes. We do corporate wellness. Each individual person represents their own business in the wellness universe and is able to interact and engage with clients and groups and make impacts in the world. And then we also come together and collaborate as partners on projects and programs and teachings. And we have an online platform for their courses and classes and everything. It's sort of like your one-stop shop. And again, Debbie, thank you. So honored to be here. Carolyn, honored to be here with you both. You two are core to who and what the Wellness Universe is. So this is exciting for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. You can see that she's very passionate about all of those things. And that's what attracted us to the Wellness Universe to begin with. But then you see the depth, that one-stop shop. It kind of has been a challenge for us to explain all the things that you get inside there. And I think that's part of this conversation. So we'll go back and we'll talk about each one of those things, because I believe that's the visibility, platform, and connection secret sauce to the Wellness Universe. So Carolyn, I would love for you to introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Carolyn McGee. I am a discernment and intuition mentor. I also own a dog walking company. So I have got a lot of experience in entrepreneurship, leadership, and making the sound decisions on how to manage everything. It's gathering the logic, the intuition to make those decisions and not look back. Because when you have a lot on your plate, like all three of us do, making that decision and moving forward without looking in that rearview mirror allows you to continue to focus forward. As Debbie mentioned, I am also an owner of the Wellness Universe, and just thrilled and honored to be here with you two ladies and inviting other people to think about how they can simplify their life. The Wellness Universe is one-stop shopping, and I absolutely adore that. It's so easy to, well, life's not always easy, but it simplifies life for me and the other people who I know that have a lot going on, that have a lot to offer, and want to be able to focus with one platform. So excited for the rest of our conversation.
Thank you. So you can see the depth and the wisdom that's in this room having this conversation. And we're blessed enough that we get to have these deep level conversations often. So I want to ask about our unique audience. As the Wellness Universe, we are serving both the wellness professionals, the practitioners, the experts, and we are also serving the wellness seekers. Anna, I would love to ask you, what do you believe the biggest hurdle is, the biggest gap for the wellness professionals right now? What are they needing support with?
Oh my God, Debbie, that is such a tough question, because I want to say isolation, lone wolf syndrome, the ability to really truly anchor in and believe in what you do, but you can stand alongside other professionals and not feel the comparison or show up, fake it till you make it or all that BS because of everything. I think that the biggest challenge, and honestly, let me put it this way, I see the biggest exhale and filling of the cup when the practitioner who really, really, truly is committed to the purpose that they're here for, and then want to really dive deep and commit to the work that they have to do in order to help the world to be a better place, and is open and is curious and is aware of their own value and their self-worth and what they bring to the world, and they're confident enough and aware enough to allow themselves to be supported by other human beings, and then work and collaborate with other human beings, knowing that the one candle lights all the candles. If you have your candle and you are a candle and you're standing there alone, you're only going to create so much light. But if you help light another candle and those candles help light other candles. So to me, honestly, and that was with the core of when I physically had my clothing line business, I was in the basement of my home. I was isolated. I didn't have people around me. I didn't know who to consult, who to make those decisions with, Carolyn, and that decision freeze, all of that, it goes away when you yourself are ready to receive. You're curious. You say, I don't have all the answers, but I know there are people here that can help me and I could trust. If I can kind of put that into a bowl, I think that really is the challenge, because there's so much content out there and research out there that we can do, but it really is the lived experience and seeing people who have done it and been there and are open enough to help you and lock hands and lock arms with you for you to be successful and them to be successful creates a win-win-win, because when that happens, you are shining your light out to the world. You are sharing your value out to the world. You are moving that needle. So to me, that really is, I think, the biggest challenge is somebody getting out of their own way and linking arms with the people that can help them.
Oh my goodness. You couldn't have said it better. I mean, Carolyn, she was speaking the Shine framework, and she isn't even one of our mentors or practitioners. So, oh my goodness. But that's really because we all believe in that same mission. And Carolyn, my question for you is, because I know that as a business owner, you've had lonely days as well. And I would love to hear what collaboration and then being in a community that really wants you to win as much as you need to win. What does that feel like?
Whoa. I'm getting emotional just kind of doing a little review in my mind of all of those years that I did it by myself. And I'm going to count my corporate years in that. I spent 25 years in big and small corporations. And there wasn't the collaboration. There wasn't the community. It was, people literally stepping on other people to get ahead. Yeah, right? Can you feel that, Debbie? I can feel it. I haven't thought about that in many, many years. And it makes it double, maybe even triple hard to work, to now I'm getting choked up, to work and to thrive and to show up, because the energy is so heavy when you're doing it either against other people, whether you want to live that way or not. You need to have the presence of a boundary when you're in that kind of an environment. But joining the wellness universe and joining other, communities, the Shine program, the Be Extraordinary Network, and then there's been other beautiful communities that I've been involved with on my journey to being with you two ladies. It changes everything. It's like losing 100 pounds, no matter what you weigh. It's just like you're constantly carrying this huge weight. In the past, I'll just speak from my perspective. I was carrying all this additional weight in addition to showing up. And I mean emotional weight, and it's hard. It's hard on your body. It's hard on your energy when you can't think clearly. That's part of the discernment stuff. That's part of the intuition. If you are so protected because you're in an environment where it's not safe, or you've got to be really careful about what energy you let in, you can't be embodied. You can't be in your body to let in the intuition, to let in, even process clearly in your brain, the logic and the decision making that you need to do. So being part of a supportive community where you can reach out and ask questions and nobody expects anything. That's the thing that's the most amazing to me, Anna, and what you've created is people are happy to help. There's a lot of fabulous things, but for me personally, I can call up one of my peers who has expertise that I don't. And they just say, yeah, let's chat about that. I got 15 minutes, whenever. And we support each other. And there's give and take, but it's not that traditional old school, I give you something and you give me something back, because it's a big collaboration, right? It's I give to Debbie gives to Anna might give to me, or Anna might have to give back to Debbie. And it's okay, because at that point in time, I might not need anything. And I'm just using the three of us here as an example, but there's hundreds of people to be able to reach out to.
May I please add? Sorry.
Yeah, please.
Carolyn, you just struck a chord. That right there, and you ladies know this, and this is why we all work so well and get along so well. And sometimes we might not even speak for 3 months, but when we come together, it's like we're back at square one. Literally, this is that next level. And helping the other practitioners and people who are in a business owner space, that next level thinking is about curiosity, help and support without selling someone on something every time you get into a conversation. I've learned this from my husband. My husband has built relationships and had conversations for 9 years later, someone to come back to him where he's made millions off of a deal that he closed because he had a coffee, he had time to talk, he's kept in touch with someone. And I don't know if many can understand that that is really what's important, is being able to be selfless, give your support and your value to people that are here that will receive and give also. And like you said, Carolyn, it might not be direct, it may be indirect and pouring it forward to someone else, but we are all in this group together. We are the village. We are the village. And it truly is next level. Again, you ladies are leaders. Everyone who's listening right now is a leader of their own tribe, of their own movement, of their own passion, of their own business, whatever it is. But to understand the true value that not every conversation has to be a transactional one where it is give and take and it feels like a sell. Anytime I do a discovery call with someone and I feel like they're trying to sell me on something or trying to close me on something, or I feel like there's like an agenda that they want to get to with that conversation, I'm just like, okay, not for you. And, we can, I'll talk to you soon. That's it. I really want to feel out. Can I learn to like this person? Do I like this person? Can I trust this person? Do I trust what they're saying that they can actually do? Will I see that show up? Because you can't sell me on something without actually doing it. I have to see it done. And you're not going to close a deal like in a first phone call. So the great thing about is what you just said is that it's so great just to have people around you to chat with who are on your mindset level, rather than going into these calls that just drain you and exhaust you. And it's just another person that you feel like, oh, they were just trying to ride my coattails. They're trying to take. And I want to give. And you ladies know this. I'm an over giver. I promise and over deliver. And I want to do that with the people that I know. It's not just pouring water into a sieve or a colander. I want to pour into someone's cup. And I want, but I also like that I also like that as well, right? And we all need that. So it's really great to have that mindset where everyone here is help. And I love that you mentioned that, Carolyn. Love it.
I love where this conversation is going. And we're going to kind of flip a little bit here because Carolyn touched on something that's really important, is that giving and receiving energy. And also how many practitioners we have that can help in different ways. So literally, we have so many practitioners that if we're dealing with emotional health, we go there. If we're dealing with something else. But I want to flip it over to SoulTreat because we talked about the N in shine is nourishing our mind, body, and soul. And SoulTreat was specifically created to treat our souls so that we can be happy, healthy, healed humans and go do the work we're being asked to do in the world. Anna, I would love to hear a little bit about what you're excited about SoulTreat at the end of this month. What excites you about this specific version of SoulTreat?
Thank you, Debbie. So as we are all attending SoulTreat and all pouring in our gifts to the world in our unique ways by doing independent workshops, leading panel conversations, being part of panel conversations, and the two of you collaborating on helping to be the designers and the architects for our business day, which is what we do at the end for our practitioners. So we all come together to fill our cups on the business side of things from this place where we all intersect on being heart-led entrepreneurs so we can all be successful. This particular SoulTreat excites me because, again, we're doing it at the Art of Living Retreat Center, and it's still the same framework where you release what no longer serves you or never did on the first day as a total community. That means people who are all part of the experience of SoulTreat, which is over 25 practitioners of wellness and well-being and transformation. And also our guests, which are our wellness seekers, are our everyday people. And that could be your mom, your grandma, professional soccer players. Everyone will be here to fill their cup and feel the family, feel the sense of I am seen, supported, held, and there's someone here to accompany my journey. In addition, I can participate in SoulTreat at the level that I'm comfortable. If I need to take a break for this hour and go take a walk in the woods, because this is in the Blue Ridge Mountains and in the forest, I can take a break. I don't have to attend every single thing. And it's at that level of where I can come as someone who had some experience with spiritual events or wellness events. But at the same time, I could be somebody that never attended anything like this before and feel comfortable, because we're all showing up like real people and helping to shape and transform the journey of the participant forward. And it's not you have to be like level 5 spiritual practitioner, or spiritual person, with silent meditation, it's fun, it's uplifting, it's releasing. There's hugging, there's crying, there's laughing, there's filling of your cup, there's making new friends, making new family members. It literally is this experience for you just to come as you are, and set your intention of who you want to be when you leave, and you can participate in so many things for that to happen. It's like almost like an amusement park. You can go to the water slides, I was a water slide person, or you can go to the roller coasters. I was not a roller coaster person, and there's everything in between, but you're there at the amusement park, so you're going to be doing something. And what makes it different is that there's different energy around this SoulTreat, the place and the time that we're in right now, and people are struggling. And yes, it may even be a financial struggle, but if you're literally looking for that space to pull that plug, pull that, the plug on yourself to release and give yourself some space in a space that's designed for you to just exhale and then fill yourself up with what you need to go forward with the individuals and experiences, then this is something that you should commit to for yourself. It's our 4th one. I know for a fact that we have saved lives and transformed lives in past ones. And I know that this is what's going to happen now. I know for a fact. And it does not have to be that serious. And it doesn't have to be all super fun, but it's kind of like this middle ground, and you create it to be your own personal experience within the SoulTreat experience.
I love it so much. My question for you, Carolyn, knowing the business side of it, and also as a discernment mentor, we can get in our heads and think we're going to get something specific out of it. But me and you, thank you, Anna, for inviting us to be the facilitators and the creators of the business day. Carolyn and I have had many conversations about what's the real need. What's the thing behind the thing they need when they've done the releasing and the resetting? What's that last day look for? So as a discernment mentor, Carolyn, help walk us through what was part of the decisions when you knew what they needed, and then we created this agenda together.
Thank you. It's a mini reset again. All of us, the business side, the people who will be presenting for 2 days, need to integrate all of that energy and reset it so that we can take what we have learned as guides, as mentors, as practitioners, because there's so many different styles of workshops that we're going to be attending the 2 days before, and then release it. We are going to have meditations to set the energy. We're going to have sound clearings to be able to move into the business ownership. There's speaking on how do we approach our audience? How do we be authentic with our words? How do we connect from the heart with our audiences? How do we overcome that fear of being visible? Because everybody has it to a slight extent, no matter how much practice you have. What's that difference between heart-centered selling and offering your heart to someone who needs you. All of these things we're going to be talking about in different manners. And it's going to be amazing because the people who are presenting at SoulTreat are needed. The gifts are needed. And it's not just the three of us. There's Anna, how many is it? Is it 40 different workshops that we're having?
It's over 25 collective leaders from this mind and heart space that will be there to pour into the conversations and experiences. And there's 2 main programs during the morning, a panel in the afternoon, and then what opens up to the SoulTreat Fair, so people can get one-on-ones. And then in the evenings, they're more of a casual, laid-back type of experience with author book signings, fire release ceremonies, things like that. The whole schedule is on wusoultreat.com. But in order for all of this to be put together, it's not, like you said, Carolyn, one facilitator creating a retreat. We are a rainbow. We are a buffet that all together creating this.
Yeah. And the need to shift from the individual presenter or the individual healer, whatever, aspect we're in, because we can all be multiples, to stepping into letting the world see what's available so they can heal. And that's what the business day is really about. It's that shift, that integration, the courage to take the healing that we personally will receive as well as offer, and then continue to offer it out in, in-person things as well as, virtual. Because the world does need peace. The world needs healing. The world needs connection. It needs collaboration. And these brave people will be moving that out, including me and you and, Debbie, Anna. So yeah, doing that and presenting from our hearts.
Wow, we do not have enough time to have a whole conversation of everything that's coming here, but we had 30 minutes and I'm glad that we jumped on here and did it. One last question for each one of you. What is your intention in one word of how you want people to feel leaving SoulTreat? So Anna, I'm going to start with you. What's that one word intention that you desire everyone to leave feeling?
Wow. I didn't expect this. That's it. I just want people to expect the unexpected and unfold into a limitless version of themselves that they couldn't even perceive before they came.
Wow. Well, I got chills. I don't know. Anybody watching this, did you feel that? That's the magic that's coming as we've really created this beautiful experience. Thank you, Anna. I know everybody's going to have that as well. Carolyn, what's that one word feeling that you desire everyone to feel?
Community.
Yeah.
Because that's what SoulTreat is a piece of the community of the wellness universe, which is a community. Yeah. And I am one of the fortunate people that has been with Anna since 2015. And some of my closest friends I've met through the wellness universe. It's community. Yeah.
And the word that I am going to choose is visible. My desire is for people to feel seen and heard and valued and loved and know how much their message matters. And when we create these intentions along with the 25 or more other practitioners and all the guests that are coming, I know how powerful those intentions are. So maybe we should do part 2 with after the retreat is over and share what really did transform. Mm-hmm. Thank you to Anna and Carolyn for taking the time to be here with us on the Be Extraordinary Women's Network, because every day we celebrate extraordinary women making extraordinary moves and watching the ripple happen across the globe. And these 2 women are such a beautiful example of what's possible when you share your dreams, your wishes, your hopes, and your stories, because, hey, we know that it's not always the fun and glamorous. We need to be able to share the other side of it as well. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Carolyn.
Bye-bye.